I thank the gentlewoman. I thank the speaker as well. Let me as well rise in support of and with rebuttal to my good friend, my other good friend from Pennsylvania. It is well known that the appropriations process is an investment in America. And so I rise to support the appropriations that will be presented to us in this rule: THUD, agriculture, energy and water, financial services, interior, military, construction, and veterans. I ask the question, is anyone going to suggest that our military personnel do not need better housing, better schools, better facilities and bases, both in the United States and across the world? And so investment in the American people, I will never run away from, and I hope the Senate does not as well. And the question of inflation, I want to remind my good friend from Pennsylvania, my other good friend, that the prices of gas at the pump are going down, because inflation is not pertaining to one administration, it's continuing. And the past administration dug the hole of the inflation that we're in now today. I also want to make sure that every aspect of reproductive freedom is protected, and the contraceptive legislation should be strongly supported, because people are running for their lives. Women are running for their lives because they do not have the lack of fear that they could be arrested, that they could be stopped, or a doctor can say, "I'm sorry, I cannot help you in your desperate time of need." This rule is very important, and I support the underlying bills. And finally, let me, as I was here as we debated this concept of whether or not you are free in your private rights to a decision of who you love, I support H.R. 8404. The rule provides for this because it says the full faith and credit given to marriage equality. I want the LGBTQ community in Houston to hear me, the caucus to hear me. We are hearing your voices as well. And I want you to know that this bill includes, for the purpose of federal law, rule, or regulation in which marital status is a factor, an individual shall be considered married if that individual's marriage is valid in the state where the marriage was entered into, or in the case of a marriage entered into outside any state. If the marriage is valid in the place where entered into and the marriage could have been entered into, it is safe. I believe we should codify this law continuously, and I...
Madam Speaker, I know we're running short on time, but I yield an additional 30 seconds.
I thank you so very much. I believe this is key to rejecting the interpretation of Justice Clarence Thomas, who indicated or speculated that other provisions or rights under privacy may be in jeopardy. We should not jeopardize someone's right to love who they want to love, or interracial marriages, marriages of any kind, and I support the Respect for Marriage Act and the underlying rule. I yield back. I thank the gentlelady for her graciousness. Thank you.